Hi there again, welcome back to my channel. This is Reflections with Betty. I hope you guys are doing well. So today I have decided to give you guys a lot of information. Well, most of them are personal experience I had when I moved to the UK. I don't even know where to start from, but I wish I actually did this video a month after entering this country. But hey, nevertheless, I'm here, and I hope my experience or what I'm going to share with you today will go a long way to help you if you decide to move to the UK or any other country of your choice. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the slang, the communication, or the language. Obviously, every country has a unique way of greeting or talking, or having some coded terms they use in a form of communication. So a typical example, in Ghana, where I come from, if you see a friend or a colleague, you go like Charlie. Charlie means like mate, or like your friend. I can't call my father Charlie anyway, so it's like people in your circle. But this country, I realized something. When they meet you on the street, you would generally get lots of people giving you that smile. Like, first time I experienced such a smile, I was like, ooh, was that for me? It was quite surprising. And I went to another shop, I saw someone across the street, the person smiled back. I'm like, what is going on here? So I realized it's something they normally do. Well, not everybody. The nice people, in the form of greetings, they just smile, especially if they are a distance away. That I was shocked, because in my country, I can't just be going around smiling to everybody I see on the streets. Like, yo, they may ask like, oh, like, is she okay? Is she correct? Another slang I realized was a typical example in my office. You meet people, they see you, all they say is, you alright? You see another person, you alright? So as the person is saying you're right, the person is walking away. So I met another person. The person was like, you're right. I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. The person walked away. I was like, yo, I'm also just responding. They don't really mean, or they're not really asking you, how are you doing? Most people refer to each other as mate, like mate. Others too, they call you fam. So from Ghana, we call each other like Charlie, as I said. The next one is about the weather, a typical UK weather. We know it's cold in this country from day one. I came here in November. I remember the month was November, and it was cold, like so cold. Come out of my house fully covered from head to toe. I'm cold. I'm protecting myself. But you come out, you see somebody almost half naked. You ask yourself, hey, are we all under this weather? And you keep looking around, you're like, what? Are they? It's like we are all under the cold, but two different conditions. Some are in hot or summertime within the cold. But anyways, that's one thing I realized. You are cold, they are used to it, if I would say. And even within the summer, guys, it's still a bit cold. It's a little bit chilly. My early stages when I came to this country, I was going to visit a relative, and I was taking a bus. So I jumped onto the train. Then to get to her place, I had to take a bus, right? So I think I missed the stop I had to get down. As I got down, about the third stop from where I had to actually get down, I got off. I said, I can't walk back looking at the weather at the time. Let me jump into a taxi or Uber. Uber system here, they don't take cash. So that was one of the shocking things, because in Ghana, I could take an Uber. I guess you request for your trip through the app. Wherever they take you to, you pay with, cash. We don't really do the whole card system or contactless system in Ghana. So that was one of the shocking things. And at that moment, I said, what am I going to do? Which was quite, shocking to me. Talking about transportation, let me talk a bit about their bus system here. Yeah, we have bus system too in Ghana. Bus system in Ghana is known as Trotro. And for us, our trotro drivers, shout out to all of them. They can stand anywhere and pick us out to wherever we are going to. Even we have mate. In this country, their bus system is totally different. some of the cities or towns have bus lane, whereby no other car, no other vehicle can share the bus lane with the buses. All the buses have a bus stop for them, meaning if you're not driving a bus, you don't have the right to stop there. I was like, hey. So on the floor, you could boldly see written bus stop. What? Okay. Another thing I realized too was the bus all had bus timings. The time the bus will come. When you get to a bus stop and there are lots of people even at the bus stop, nobody is rushing. They don't even queue mostly. And even for them to walk into the bus, it's not a rush. It's either they wait for those coming off to patiently or gently come off the bus, and those also going in will go in. Those are paying with card, tap the card, they go in. Those paying with cash. I was like, wow, nobody's rushing. It's like, and those who are not able to jump onto the bus, they are patiently waiting for the next bus to come. I've never experienced an overload, system here, as in the bus is full and it's still, letting people in. If you have to travel by the train, just go buy your ticket, or you can buy your ticket online before and all that. Like, everything is systematic play. Nobody's rushing for anything. When it comes to phone calls, they don't really do phone calls. They are more of the texting people. Where I'm coming from, ours is the phone call. Charlie, I'm calling to ask you this. Just pick up and give me the answer. We think is the fastest way to get solutions, right? But these people always want you to, text them. Even if you want to call them, they need you to text asking them, yo, I would like to call you. What time can I call you? And that was another shocking thing for me. They like coffee. They like their coffee. They don't joke with their coffee. They don't joke with their tea. Yes, Ghana, we have people who are also loyal to their coffee and their tea. Every morning, they would like to enjoy it. But here, morning, mid-morning, afternoon, in between, if every little time they get, they want tea or they want their coffee. And in the beginning, I tried to join them doing that. I was like, okay, I think there's a thing here. If so far as we're all in the office and the tea is free, the coffee is free, why not I join them? Every single minute I drink this tea, I'm asking, where's the washroom? I'm going to the washroom. Because my system is not used to it. But they can drink it and they'll be there for hours before they even go to the washroom. Before we go for meetings, before you talk to somebody, the next thing is, oh, would you want coffee? Would you want tea? Would you want this? I'm like, yo, nah, it's okay, I'm fine. They can't actually stay a minute without their tea or coffee. And Ghana, no, in the morning, yeah, those who know, we are going for cocoa or with our kose, or Milo or something, which we can even go a whole morning without breakfast, if I would say. But I told myself, I'm not going to follow the crowd, man. It's not me. It's not my thing. It's not a Ghana thing. Before I even talk about prices here or the value of the pound, let me say big shout outs to all those that were sending me some pounds when I was in Ghana. Yo, to come by a pound, it's very, very difficult. Like, now I value £1 because to get £1, you have to work for it. When we were in Ghana, we thought those in the States or those abroad, Charlie, the money is on the street. It's not easy, because of the currency difference. When they send us the dollars or the pounds in Ghana and you go, change it, you are going to get more. You're like, oh yeah, but it's not easy. The mistake I was doing when I came here was everything I see on the shelf or I ask of the price and I want to buy it. Then I take my calculator or my currency converter and I just convert it into Ghana cedis. And I was like, what? I mean, how? Why would this one be 14 Ghana cedis? Honestly, the value of the money here is high. It may not be high to those who were born here or those who have been here for a longer time, right? But me coming from a different country with a different currency and I'm not getting used to their currency, it was difficult. Like, every single thing I picked on the shelf was so expensive to me, but now I know the value. Somebody here sends you money or you're asking somebody in this country or UK, US, wherever the person will be, the person says, yo, take your time, I don't have the money, or please take your time for them, because before they can come by that £1, it's not easy. My next shocker is, let's say your salary is 20,000 Ghana cedis, right? That is monthly based. So at the end of the month is when you're going to be paid. Yes, in this country, they do pay some people monthly. Some too are being paid weekly. But we are paid per hour. They rate your pay according to the hour. Every worker, you're entitled to work 37.5 hours a week. So I took my calculator, I did that, and they said, oh, it doesn't end there. If you do overtime, so let's say in a day I'm supposed to do 7.5 hours, and I go beyond that, maybe 10 hours or 12 hours, what they do is they have a percentage of calculating your overtime hours for you, which is way more than your hourly rate. And it was a shocker. So now let's talk about relationship, love, marriage, and all those kind of things. Yeah, in Ghana, if you're in a relationship, obviously he's your boyfriend, yeah, and even that one, Charlie, if you don't say it, nobody knows. But in this country, we have something called the PDA, public display of affection. Get two lovers holding their hands, their hands around their waist or something, or they're cuddling, or they're hugging, or they're kissing. That public affection is crazy. When you start to date here, the guys always refer to their girlfriends as Mrs. When I was dating, the first time I heard that, I was like, what are you talking about? You've not married me yet. Why are you calling me that? So we went to meet his friends, white boys and all that. And then he's like, oh, guys, meet my Mrs. So I just looked at him like, why are you telling lies? I'm not your Mrs. And then we stepped out. He's like, oh yeah, here, if you're my girlfriend, I introduce you as my Mrs. I didn't know that. I thought maybe he's having a white lie at the moment, and then the next minute he will explain to me why he introduced me as a Mrs. Then from time to time, I realized anyone in a relationship, especially the guys, they call the women as, oh, meet my Mrs. or meet my Mrs. So that's another shocking thing, because in Ghana, if you hear someone say, oh, that's my Mrs., it means that there's a ring on the finger, So, but here, it wasn't like that. And it was another shocking thing to me. And I kept asking myself, when am I going to catch up? Talking about marriage too, here, they don't mind the age. I would say maybe most people, if you're above 16, 18, that's you. The initial stage when I came, a couple of female friends I had around me, they made me feel so old, and they made me ask myself, what am I doing in life, because I had a friend who just completed uni at that time, and she was 20, 21, and a friend told me, oh, guess what, one of our friends is getting married. I was like, really, who? And she mentioned her name. I said, but how old is that girl? And she's like, oh, she's about 20. I was like, what? And she's getting married because she just completed uni. And it's a traditional thing for them. It's a norm. It's nothing new, because in Ghana, after 21, 22, you're now starting life. Marriage starts to come in question maybe after 26, 27, 30. So when I got here and at my age, I said, hey, 21, she's jumping into marriage. Then for me, I'll be a grandma to them. So come to think of it, when I heard that, I asked myself, if I in Ghana, when at 21 years, what was I doing in my life? Like, I try so hard to think back. What was I doing? What did I want to achieve? Because for them, at the age of 16, 17, 18, they are in a serious relationship. They showed their boyfriends or their girlfriends to their parents. A young kid here has finished college or uni. The next thing they are doing is they're getting married, they're settling, then the kids come in, or either ways, they finish school, the next thing is they're getting a car. Even some of them have cars when they're in uni, right? They come out, or they get married, or after the marriage, they have a car, or they have the job they're doing. And by the age of 30, because they are working or they finish things so quick, they've already saved for their retirement. Some of them are going on retirement at the age of 30, 40. Over here in the UK, you're never too young for anything. As soon as you have the thoughts and you have ways or means to implement the thoughts, that's it. It means it can be done. I'm saying this because in my country, Ghana, for you to start thinking of building a house or getting a mortgage, you are after 30 years, 40 years, yeah? Here, as soon as they are done with uni, they start thinking or talking mortgage. Ghana, when they mention mortgage, we don't even play with the word mortgage. It's either you're going to hear it in the classroom, or you have a rich friend whose father has a mortgage and they are paying or something. But nobody really sits you down to advise you on mortgage or why the need for a mortgage and how to help you. And even the land, when we get it, oh my God, we will worship the land. Oh, let's wait. Maybe later we'll sell it. We are not too sure what we are doing with the land. That's the style in Africa. But here, you will hear them, everybody, oh, I'm starting my mortgage process. I'm doing this. I just got my mortgage. I'm like, what is going on? You talk to anybody, everybody, oh, mortgage talk, mortgage. I'm like, but it's not like that in Africa. It's not like that in Ghana. They put, in fact, mortgage is a big thing here. Most people you see, they all have their own houses because they have this mentality that if I'm renting, in the end, the property is not mine and you've thrown the money away, yeah? So for them to rather rent, or they rather apply for the whole mortgage thing, and, you know, in the end, it's for them or it's for their kids. No exaggerating, no. It's one of the big things here. It's like a whole competition. You should see or hear my colleagues sit down talking about mortgage. Oh, this is my second mortgage. I was like, how old are you? Like, when did you start for you to even get a second mortgage? You know, it's motivating. I sit down and I go like, wow, what were we doing in Ghana? But it's never too late. Another thing I realized was there's something here they call credit. You get people saying, I'm building my credit, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, because if you want to get a mortgage, it depends on your credit rate. If you want to get a loan, if you want to get a car, if you want to get whatever, it's your credit. It's like the credit shows who you are. They trust you with the credit you have. But Ghana is not like that. We have nothing called credit. In fact, there's no system in Africa that we have our names in that says, oh, if Betty should borrow this, the person can pay, or we can give Betty mortgage on this because Betty's credit score is good. Everything she took, whether she took a phone contract or something, she was able to pay as when and due. It's not like that in Africa. So when I came, everybody was like, Betty, you have to build your credit. You have to build your credit score. It's going to help you, blah, blah, blah. Guys, I had to chip this in. So if you have a very good credit rating in this country, you will be shocked how your bank will be chasing you to come for a loan. And that was a shocker. Talking about car, yeah, there's something called the car finance. There are lots of car finance companies that assist you in financing your car or paying off your car. Then you pay them monthly. The person will say, oh yeah, I want to pay off this car. But most people have their cars on finance and you're able to drive any car at all. But they don't care what car you drive. You know, they don't actually care what you get a family that has maybe one push car and the one they call it run around car, maybe like a Kia Picanto thing. If you're driving an expensive car, yeah, they see, oh yeah, your car is nice. But it's not a thing like Ghana. People respect you for the car you're driving or where you even work. Here, you can be a cleaner, you can be a carer, you can do any kind of job, but the respect it comes with. Ghana is not like that. I can't be a cleaner in Ghana and go around telling people I'm a cleaner. I may change the kind of job I do. As a matter of fact, nobody cares what job you're doing. So far as you're being able to pay for your bills or you're happy where you are, every job is it's respected here, you know. And it's one of the shockers, like I can feel good and be a cleaner. There are advantages and disadvantages in there, but I mean, I'm just doing my comparison. These are my honest truths. Some of the things I've seen that have really shocked me and the things I'm sharing maybe might be different to somebody else, but for me, they were serious shockers to me. The next thing I'm going to talk about is buying of fuel in this country. Oh my God. The first time I experienced that, I was so shocked. And one, the order it comes with. You get there and somebody is ahead of you and the person is going to take 45 minutes to fill his tank. There's no rush. Nobody there assisting you or helping you out. You get there, you open your tank yourself, use the pump by yourself. Some of the pump machines, you use your card to pay off, or you go to the mat where there's somebody in there to assist you. I was shocked. I said, this is not in Africa. And I checked around. There's no security man. But obviously, there are some cameras there. In Africa, you can literally park anywhere. Here in the UK, it's not like that. You park anywhere. By the time you come, there will be a big yellow sticker in front of your car, which is a parking ticket for you. And even places that you would have to park, you have to pay for it. Africa or Ghana, it's not like that. You park there, you come back, you're free. You can even spend 10 hours. Here, you're parking and paying per the number of hours you're going to stay. I think the least is an hour. And I asked myself, how? Like, nobody's complaining. Everybody's just doing it. Even when it comes to parking of cars, the lanes they've drawn on the floor, only for people who are disabled. Have parking slots for people who have children if you're coming to shop. Africa is not like that, You park anywhere, you don't pay for parking. Oh, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and share. Give it to your friends. Let others know what's going on here in the UK. If they plan to travel in here, these are some of the things I guess they would have to make note of. The next thing I'm going to talk about is our rent system here. I spoke about mortgage. Most people have their own homes. Here, we mostly pay our rent per week. If you want, depending on the landlord actually, if you want to pay monthly, fine. But it's mostly per week. In Ghana, no. It can't be per week. No. And when I was looking for a house like this, there were two options. There was one that was fully furnished. It means you're just coming with your bag, right? When you're leaving, you're not carrying anything out of the house. You're leaving again with your bag. But those that were empty houses, obviously you had to buy your own furniture stuff to organize the room and all that. But it's not like that in Ghana. Some of these things are the shockers. So I remember when I was ready to rent a room. And another thing too is you get people renting out their rooms here. If you guys are a lot and you want to rent a whole house, yes, you can get it. I'm going to talk about pets in this country. Almost every house has a dog or a cat, or they have their special pets they are nurturing in their homes. And it was a serious shocker to me. Because again, in Ghana, it wasn't every house. They have pets where even if they are traveling, they go with them. The surprising thing that I was so shocked was that almost every pet in this country has been vaccinated. They know however they call it, it's up to them. So if you're being bitten by someone's dog, and even that is rare, it's not normal, it's not common. They're taken constantly to their veterinaries to check up on them. They're treated well. Even if you're being bitten by someone's pet, or you're being attacked by someone's pet, do you know the amount you're going to get out of it? That insurance? That was another shocker. So people here don't mind, especially the blacks. Next on my list is punctuality. Guys, the people in this country are so punctual. They are time conscious. You guys, in Africa, no, we have something we call the Ghana man's time. If you are having an event and you tell people gate opens at 9 or the event starts at 9, trust me, they'll be there by 1 or 2. So people that organize events, if they really want to start at 1, they tag the event time as 10 or 9, because people are definitely going to turn up at 1 or 2. This country, my first experience, I got some friends who said, oh, Betty, let's have some coffee time, tea party. You coming over to yours? Oh, I said, no problem. In my head, I still had my Ghana mentality, Africa thing going on, like 7, they'll be here by 9. You guys don't believe it. As at 6:55, 58, I heard a knock on my door. They were here. And I said, wow. Same way at work, if they say it's 6, it's 6. Like, 5 minutes to 6, it's done. It's 6. If it's 7, it's 7. But Ghana, no. And even I'm still struggling to accept it because I still have lots of Africans around me here. But these people, they don't joke with their time. Now let's talk about their style of shopping in the UK. That was a big shocker. It was indeed a big shocker because that is not our style in Ghana or in Africa. If you want a trolley, you may want to have like a £1 to slot it in before the trolley will be released to you. They do this in order because you want your £1 back for you to bring back the trolley, slot it back in, and then your £1 will be out. Now we got there, they have boldly written their self-service and blah blah blah. How? Even talking about self-service, it's the same thing in their banks, you know. Back to the shopping. When we went in, I saw self-service and blah blah blah. So there's a system where after picking whatever you want, you can go to the till for them to, you know, tell you how much you have to pay and all that. And then if there's a queue there, or there's something you just picked 1 or 2 things and you can do it by yourself, you just join the self-service lane, go do the scanning and pay with your card. They even have the cash, you know, vendor machine as well, and then you can pay. I was like, what? That is not like that in Ghana. Even if you're buying one item, they'll give you a bag for free, like a plastic bag. You put whatever you got. But here, it's not like that. Somebody will just go in and pick just a bottle of water, and the person says, "No, I want a bag." No. So if you don't want to pay for the shopping bag, you have to go to the shop with your own bag. The fox, yeah, the animal fox, yeah, that's it. I'm showing it to you. First time I saw a fox, I said, "Is that a dog? I didn't see it well." And the friend said, "Oh no, it's a fox." And I said, "What's a fox doing on the street?" Well, apparently it's a normal thing here. They come out from the bush, they just walk around like that. People live with some of them. And I said, "Ayo, this is another thing." I was shocked. It's not normal for me because I thought the foxes are, you know, way in the bush or in the forest. Like, oh, so far they've never had any fox attack anyone, or there's never been an incident where somebody has reported a fox, you know, chasing them, or nah. And I was like, okay. So yeah, it's one of my shocking experiences here in the UK. My next thing I'm going to talk about is the dating world in this country. When they tell you, yeah, we are going on a date, they are now getting to know you, maybe to a restaurant, or it's nothing even fancy. You can go to the park, whatever you both agree to do, that's what you guys do. But guess what? Ghana, our men, Charlie, big ups to our Ghana men. Our men will show you town. They will pay. In this country, if you get somebody taking you on a date, be ready to pay some of the bills. Well, reason being, it's a culture here. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, no. Hardly to meet a guy who will take all the bills, but from what I've heard, some of the guys do take all the bill because they feel they called you out, and that being your first date, he doesn't mind taking care of it. But the next one, you guys will definitely share the bill. Next on the list, I think, is the final one. Same situation when it comes to our funeral here in the UK. Our church service is totally different from Ghana. In Ghana, hey, we have what is called the wakekeeping. We have the 1 week celebration. We have what people are even, you know, buying same type of fabric, or they do printing of fabric. But in this country, no. If they tell you you're invited to this funeral, just give yourself at most 2 hours. You say 2 hours, you are done. You know, they short ceremony, whoever come and read whatever, and that's it. They show their last respect, and that's it. Some even, the last funeral I attended in this country, they were not even wearing black. Everybody was wearing whatever. I think most of them were coming from their various jobs, and they just came. Same thing about church. They go to church at most 2 hours, they've closed. They don't have first service, neither second service, third service, no. But in Ghana, we do have our first service, second service, third service. There's been lots of differences I've really encountered ever since I got to this country. I hope you guys did enjoy every single bit of my life experience here in the UK. Thank you so much for being with me, and I hope you're going to share this video just to inform anyone who likes or wishes to move to the UK or even pay us a visit. No, these are the shockers you would encounter. I see you in my next video. If you are enjoying this channel, please subscribe, like, and share. And for any suggestions, please comment below. I will see you in my next video.